What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, the two new upcoming packages, the physical infrastructure package, and the next stimulus package, the American Families Plan, as well as what is going on in the world today. There is several different checks that are going out right now, as well as some checks that could be going out in the very near future. The first group of checks that are going out right now is from a clause in the third stimulus check package that sends anybody who got a unemployment income last year a potential refund or check that was kind of unexpected and came from the third stimulus check package. These are now going out starting in May. And what this basically does is it makes up to $10,200 of income, unemployment income, from last year tax-free. Okay, this is passed from the third stimulus check package and is a stimulus provision that was literally added in the day they passed the third stimulus check package in the Senate. It was actually part of the negotiations at the very last minute, and that just goes to show you that any stimulus items, stimulus checks, stimulus refunds, anything stimulus related can be added into this next package literally up to the day they pass it, because this is how this was in the Senate. This means the average American that had $10,000 of unemployment income last year will receive an extra $1,000 check, and the IRS is processing those and sending those out right now. In fact, they said they were going to start at the beginning of May. It is now a week into May, and some people might be receiving their checks as soon as possible, probably here within the next few days. So that's an average $1,000 check for some people. Some people can get high up as up to $2,500 checks based on your tax bracket. If you're in the 25% tax bracket, you could actually receive an extra $2,500 check in the mail or via direct deposit from this clause that was passed in the third stimulus check package that makes the first $10,200 of unemployment income tax-free from last year, which is basically an extra stimulus check because it came from the third stimulus check package. And as we just said, it was passed the very last moment and will mean an extra $1,000 or more to the average person who had unemployment income last year. The next set of checks that are going out right now are called stimulus check plus up payments, and the IRS is sending them out right now. They've sent out, I think it was around 700,000 checks over the last week, and they've sent out several million checks over the last few weeks as they continue to process what they call stimulus plus up payments. These plus up payments go to people who recently filed a 2020 tax return, and the IRS has learned that they owe you additional money based on you got a reduced stimulus check in the past, or maybe you didn't get a stimulus check in the past that they owed you, or you have a new baby in the family. Congratulations. And that they know now that they owe you money, and they're sending out plus up checks via literally directly from the Treasury, and those are going out right now. Also, the stimulus checks for the third round are still going out as well. The IRS is still sending out some payments, albeit a very small amount, of the $1,400 stimulus checks. It's over 95%, maybe getting close to 99% of people have gotten their $1,400 third stimulus check, although the IRS is still sending out those to some people, including Social Security people. I seen a recent article that said if you haven't gotten any of your past stimulus checks except for the third one, you really should file a 2020 tax return to get any money that's owed to you. You can do this simply for free by going to Google and typing in IRS free file. You can file a free tax return on the IRS's website, and then they will owe you, or they will give you any money that is owed to you. You can do this on line 30 of the tax return. Put the amount of money that is owed to you, or again, share this with your friends and family, because any money that's owed to them, this is the process they do. And of course, I'll keep you up to date on any new ones as well. Now, a lot of people have been complaining, where's my tax refund? And yes, the IRS is actually reportedly holding 30 million tax returns for manual processing. So if you've been waiting for your IRS tax return, my mom actually said she just got hers in the last few days, and she filed it in February and got her tax return in May. So that is how long it took for her IRS tax refund to come in 2021. It literally took 2 or 3 months. So yeah, the IRS is extremely far behind, and they're manually processing 30 million tax returns. So there is expected to be up to a 2 to 3 month wait if you're still waiting on your IRS tax return check. The next type of check that is going out right now, as you can see here on the screen, a new COVID stimulus check, in quotes, because whether you consider this a stimulus check or not, it's stimulus related because it's passed from the previous stimulus package, may be on the way from your health insurer. And that is because among the proposals in President Biden's recently announced American Families Plan, which is the fourth stimulus check package, is an indefinite extension of extended Obamacare subsidies, originally passed in March as part of the third stimulus check package. If that weren't already good enough news on the healthcare front, private insurance companies are also expected to dole out $2.1 billion in rebate checks to more than 10.7 million policyholders this fall. This sum will be the second highest amount ever issued under the Affordable Care Act after last year's record-breaking $2.5 billion in funds. The average consumer who bought health insurance on the individual market means that they will get an average cash rebate check of $299 in the fall, an extra $300. These checks are coming through because a number of insurance companies failed to meet the ACA's medical loss ratio threshold in 2020, which requires insurers to spend at least 80% of premium revenues on healthcare claims or quality improvement activities. Last year, some companies fell short of their threshold as health spending and utilization dipped during the pandemic. This happened in part because providers canceled elective procedures and consumers opted to forego routine care to avoid potential exposure at the doctor's office. But because everyone continued to pay their premium, resulted in a higher level of profit for insurance companies who had set their rates well before the pandemic hit. They are mandated by law to issue these rebate checks. Another type of check that could be going out soon is from your auto insurance company. As you can see here, your auto insurance company owes you a COVID stimulus check, a new lawsuit says. This is a similar case based on the last one. In a set of class action lawsuits filed in Nevada, plaintiffs claim that 10 leading auto insurance companies have kept premiums unreasonably high during the pandemic, a period when restrictions on business activity and other parts of normal daily life have caused overall driving to drop well below pandemic levels, according to the Bureau of Transportation Statistics. And that has led to a staggering increase in profits for auto insurers, according to research by consumer advocates. Progressive reported an 82% increase in net income, while Geico's tax earnings tripled during the second and third quarters of 2020. Many insurance companies already have given customers some discounts on premiums, ranging from small one-time refunds to 15 to 20% reductions on some monthly bills. On 3 occasions in 2020, USAA returned dividends totaling $1.07 billion to all auto insurance policyholders due to fewer drivers on the road and because of the pandemic. Let our community know if you got a refund check from your auto insurance company. I have heard of several different viewers that have already said that. I also seen several different viewers say, as we mentioned something similar to this in the past, that because they heard this story, they called up their auto insurance company right after this video, and they were actually able to negotiate a lower rate because of this, because they're driving less during the pandemic and have been over the last 12 months. So after this video, feel free to call your auto insurance company and ask, even if it's a 50-50 shot, if you get a lower rate, if you end up saving 20 bucks a month even, that's $240 per year every single year. So that would be pretty nice. So let me know if you got a recently reduced auto insurance rate or if you got a recent refund check from your auto insurance company. If not, you might want to call your auto insurance company and ask them about both of those. The next type of checks that are going out right now are the unemployment bonus checks of $300 per week, in addition to your regular unemployment claims. However, some states are actually opting to cancel these. South Carolina is now the second state joining Montana, which I literally just reported about 24 hours ago, and I question on whether or not we would see more states follow this. They are ending their $300 per week unemployment boost. Montana says, and the reason they're doing this is because they want to get people back to work, even though that's not exactly an easy option for everybody. But Montana is actually offering a $1,200 go back to work bonus when you come off of unemployment and go back and get a job for at least 4 weeks. However, as you can see here, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster made no mention of a bonus in his announcement Thursday. He echoed the Montana governor's comments, saying that supplemental federal payments combined with state benefits are larger than some workers' previous paychecks. And he says, quote, what was intended to be a short-term financial assistance to the vulnerable and displaced during the height of the pandemic has turned into a dangerous federal entitlement. Ooh. Incentivizing and paying workers to stay at home rather than encouraging them to return to the workplace. Now, I've already seen some of your guys' comments on this when we mentioned Montana. We now have another Republican governor following suit. And some of the comments I've seen from you guys is, well, it's not exactly that easy. Is that the job you lost is a pretty good paying job, and there's not jobs like that available. Yeah, there's minimum wage jobs available at Walmart or McDonald's, but if you were making say $50,000, which is around the median income right now for a single job, and all that's available is minimum wage jobs. I mean, that's a significant reduction. I mean, I don't blame anybody for staying on unemployment and looking for a job that replaced their old pay, as to for example, maybe taking a job that replaces half of your pay. I mean, who wants to keep working for half of what they used to? So I do agree that there's kind of a labor shortage right now for some low paying jobs. Like we're seeing this a lot in fast food restaurants. But I think that's a lot of because people that have good jobs or decent jobs don't want to take a 50% pay reduction to go work at a fast food restaurant that could be paying the federal minimum wage of $7.25 or even $10 if they were making a lot more at their previous job. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you agree with states moving towards getting rid of this bonus money? At least Montana has a $1,200 get back to work bonus. South Carolina's currently offered no bonus. They're just going to take away the bonus money. The bonus money stoppage will not start until the end of June for both cases in those states, but we may see more to follow. I'll keep you up to date. The next check that might be owed to you is, as you can see here, states must refund unemployment benefits they clawed back in error, but it may take up to a year. There's a lot of states that have actually clawed back unemployment benefits erroneously. They think that it was fraud, or they think you shouldn't have got it, or for whatever reason. Well, the Labor Department has now said that they have to send that back to you in the form of a check, but it may take quite a while to do that. Let me know if this has happened to you in the comments. Next up are statewide stimulus checks that are actually still going out for some states, such as the California Golden State stimulus payments. They have now sent out 2.5 million payments. I think they're going to send out 5 or 6 million in total for statewide California stimulus checks that go to low-income Californians that are eligible for the earned income tax credit on the state level for California. This is a $600 bonus check that California is setting out on their own stimulus package that they passed. There's also some money in there for small businesses and a couple other things. We've also seen 2 other states recently pass stimulus checks on the statewide level to low-income residents of their state. They were New Mexico and Maryland. I believe New Mexico was $600 and Maryland was $300 and $500. I think it was $300 for single individuals, $500 for married filing jointly, or married or couples filing jointly, and there was also bonus money in there for some businesses. We're going to see a lot more statewide stimulus checks in the near future when these states start to get their money. They're getting it now from the third stimulus check package. $350 billion are going to states and cities, and they're forced to use more of that money than they did the last time around from the first stimulus check package on statewide stimulus checks like this and countywide stimulus checks and mortgage assistance and rental assistance, property tax assistance, and utility assistance programs. We've seen a lot of this. It was like last fall. Yeah, last fall I think it was, and we covered this on the channel a lot. In fact, when it started happening, there was a flurry of states that were doing this, and I remember literally dozens and dozens of states. I had entire episodes dedicated to just going over this program, this program, this program, this, California, New York, Florida, Texas, Wyoming. I mean, we were just literally rapid firing going down the line, letting you guys know about all these different programs. That will be happening again sometime in the near future from this third stimulus check package money that's going to states, $350 billion. And they have to spend more of that money this time around on programs like that that benefit you directly. So I'll keep you up to date on that as well. The next set of checks that will be going out soon are the $3,000 to $3,600 child tax credits that will start going out likely in July, so less than 2 months from now at this point. This was passed from the third stimulus check package and was a stimulus provision in there that was already passed for 1 year of 2021. The IRS is sending out monthly payments to pay this of $250 to $300 per month and will be sent out starting in July. Those checks will be $300 per month for children under the age of 6 and $250 per month for children ages 6 through 17. That is currently passed for 1 year from the third stimulus check package this year, 2021. And they're looking to expand that even further all the way to at least 2025 or possibly indefinitely, and will likely be one of the stimulus provisions that will provide checks to families with children from the fourth stimulus check package. If and when they pass that, that will likely go till 2025 or later, which would mean continued monthly checks for the next 4 years. This is the start of monthly stimulus checks. This is already passed for 1 year, and this is a good sign to come. We actually have a couple Republicans coming on board as well that are for these type of monthly stimulus checks that go to children and the adult who claims them as a dependent. Next up is the fourth stimulus check. Well, this is different than the child tax credits, although similar, as Senators Ed Markey and Elizabeth Warren have introduced a bill in the Senate to push President Biden for $2,000 monthly stimulus checks that would go until the pandemic is over. This is the bill from the Senate. We also have a bill from the U.S. House of Representatives that is for a one-time $2,000 stimulus check and then $1,000 monthly recurring payments until the pandemic is declared over, and then plus 12 more months. So think this plan would probably be 18 months of $1,000 stimulus checks, and this plan would probably be at least 6 months, if not longer, of $2,000 monthly stimulus checks. There is a lot of support going on for these monthly stimulus checks to be included in this next package. In fact, we have a new petition that is now over 2.1 million signatures from you guys, from average everyday Americans, pushing and signing the petition saying that this will go to the White House, and it has enough signatures from the White House to elicit a response that says they'll have to respond to this. And this is one of the largest petitions I've ever seen with the most amount of signatures. Over 2.1 million people saying that yes, we are in support of a monthly stimulus check to be included in this next package. We have almost 100 different Democrats from the House and the Senate that have already signed a letter to President Biden showing their public approval for a fourth monthly stimulus check to be included in this next package. That would be for everybody, not just for people with children. If you qualified for the third stimulus check, you would likely qualify for the fourth stimulus check, as the Democrats set the rules and the thresholds for the third stimulus check, and likely will do the same for the fourth stimulus check, because they're likely going to pass it through the reconciliation process, which means they can pass the bill in the House and the Senate without any Republican votes, and is likely how they're going to pass the next stimulus package. So I will keep you up to date on all these different stimulus check items, as well as new ones coming out in the future. I didn't even cover the Social Security check increases. As you know, there's two different bills for Social Security check increases. One is the long-awaited bill from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer Senator Elizabeth Warren and Senator Ron Wyden, they have unveiled a plan to increase benefits by $200 per month for all Social Security beneficiaries. This has been a long awaited plan from last year that has become hot and gotten a lot of new information and a lot of new people pushing for it just in the last 2 weeks because of another recent bill that was just introduced last week that is for an increase of SSI, Supplemental Security Income, the SSI program, to be increased to at least the federal poverty limit, which would raise their monthly payments by $279 per month, along with several other provisions in this new bill that would get rid of their asset income limitations or at least raise it, and also get rid of the marriage penalty. Some long awaited changes. All of these items can be included in this next stimulus package, the American Families Plan, or even the next stimulus package after that. As yes, Democrats are already talking about another stimulus package after this, saying that the pandemic and the economic crisis will not be over in the next 30 or 60 days, and there will likely be a need for another package even after this. So I'll keep you up to date on all these different stimulus items, as well as the other ones we didn't even talk about, like student loan debt forgiveness and the free college of 2 years and free preschool of 2 years, which President Biden wants to put in the next package as well. So make sure to subscribe down below and join our family of subscribers so you don't miss out on new updates. It's completely free to do so. After subscribing, click the bell icon to all notifications to get reminder notifications when we go live with new episodes, which is every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss any episodes because we cover different provisions and different information in each video. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling physical products on the Amazon FBA platform. We have already had several dozen students replace their 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.